Welcome back. Let's continue now. Music producer, singer, pianist Nhlonipho Lihle Dlamini was born in Mankayane, Eswatini, where his passion for music was sparked. Now, his most recent work comes off working with Mörda on his latest EP, Asante, where he features in the song titled Woza Samba. So he's gone on to work with the likes of Oskido, Robot Boii, and that's just to name a few. So this morning he joins us in studio to share a little bit more on his love for music and his latest single. Good morning, Nhlonipho. Thanks for your time on the SABC at this hour.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Your passion for music, do you remember where it stemmed from and when that really kicked in for you?
Oh yes, I will never forget, because it came when I was very, very young, and I was inspired by my mom. My mom is a music teacher, luckily, and she used to teach us how to sing when we were very young, and that's why it sparked, basically. And I used to sing, I remember singing at Assemble at primary school, you know, and I used to do a lot of choral music when I was young. Yeah, so, yeah.
And so stemming from your mother's influence, I mean, looking at your childhood as well, does your music mirror any of your childhood memories? I mean, talk us through that journey that you've undergone as well.
Yes, it does, actually.
Yes.
You know, because, you know, when you are inspired at a very young age,
yes,
you grow with it, and I think that's the reason why I decided to do music professionally. Yeah. So I always had the passion. I feel like it's more than the passion; it's just a calling.
Yeah. And I mean, to discover it so young with the guidance of your mother is definitely a gift that you've been afforded, because you then were able to impart that to other people. You became a lecturer in keyboard techniques as well as also music theory. Talk to us about that evolution as well.
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, that when you have a calling, you want to also give it out there. I want to have the next Nhlonipho, you know, from my talent and my calling. So I just love teaching. I love sharing knowledge, you know, so I don't want to keep it to myself. Yeah.
Absolutely, and it's a language that we all understand. It's a universal language, because you've evolved, you managed to also enter the industry. What was that process like for you, professionalizing yourself? I mean, you worked with Amanda Black, Something Soweto, let's see, Citizen Deep as well.
Yeah.
What would those experiences also amounted to for you?
I mean, it's been great, I won't lie. And it gets better every day. You know, I always meet new artists, big artists every day, and I feel like I've learned a lot from them more than anything. I learned a lot from Something Soweto. I learned a lot from Nati Mangai.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
So both in production and I would say in songwriting as well. I've learned a lot from the different artists I've worked with.
What do you think also sets you apart? What's that unique offering that you offer to the music space for South Africa?
I love saying that I'm an African producer. I love African elements.
Yes.
So even in the music that I do, it always had that authentic sound. I love having producing music that has origin, you know. Yeah.
And so speaking about origin and your offering, Qoma is your latest single, the inspiration behind that. Well, what's it all about?
Well, lately I've been writing a lot of love songs, you know. I feel like growing up I was a very shy person, you know. So now I just want to take that shyness out, you know, I want to express myself in love, so through the music.
And so what is the song about for us? What about it? Is it a happy song? Is it a sad song? Is it a breakup song? Is it a get-together song? Is it a winter warming song?
Well, Qoma is basically a love song that I'm actually asking this lady out. I'm promising her the world, you know. We always promise you guys the fancy things, you know. So basically, that's it. But I mean, yeah, I think I'm at that stage now where I need to do the right thing, yeah, so.
Okay, so this is actually a promise song.
Yeah.
And then if you're producing for yourself versus other people, how different is the process creatively for you?
When I'm producing for myself, I feel like it takes time for me to actually sink in as a singer. I'll produce a song and I'll leave it, maybe listen to it tomorrow or even after a few days, and then it will sound different to my ears. That's when I get the inspiration to write. But when I'm producing for other people, it's actually quicker. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And the feedback that you've gotten since the release of the single, but also since the release of your music, I mean, how are people resonating with your sound and your unique offering?
The reception has been great, I won't lie. I mean, we're getting a lot of love from Spotify. And yeah, people are just receiving the song very, very good, I would say. And I'm just happy with the fans that I have already, and people that love the sound that I'm producing and sound that I'm singing. So I'm happy.
And the challenges that you would have had to overcome as well, I mean, that it comes with the territory. Well, what would you say is the biggest inertia to date for you?
I mean, everyone has challenges.
Absolutely.
I mean, in the music industry, it's not easy. But I would say I'm just grateful to have the right people around me, you know, because I face challenges like everyone, but they're always around to assist me there and there. Yeah, so.
As we wrap up, because you know, love seems to be the space that you're in. Who's taught you the most about love? Who's taught you what love is?
That's a very difficult one, but I would say my mom. Yeah, my mom, because I grew up next to her, and the way she loved my dad. She loves my dad, yeah. I think I learned a lot from her. Yeah.
What does she say about your music? What does she say about your evolution as well?
It's so funny because every time when I'm in a call with her, she would sing one of my songs. She loves the song called Jola. Yeah, she always sings that song, and I'm just happy that she loves the kind of music I'm doing. Yeah.
Well, she was the first person to recognize it and hone it in you, and now we've been blessed, you know, with that gift. So thank you for joining us and for sharing your story. I know it's not goodbye. We'll see you a little later on for your performance. We just spoke to Nhlonipho Lihle Dlamini, music producer, singer, pianist, whose musical journey started under the guidance of his mother.